So you're losing money on PrizePicks, and that's why you clicked on this video. Well, you're in luck because I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to start making money and winning on PrizePicks. First things first, you need to stop just scrolling PrizePicks, looking at the last 5 game logs, and making your decisions off that. That's how you are going to be a long-term losing sports bettor on PrizePicks. They let you see the last 5 for a reason, right? This is the #1 trap with people playing PrizePicks just going off the last 5. Guys, it tells you basically nothing besides that they've hit in whatever out of the last 5 games. It takes nothing else into consideration, like who those last 5 defenses were, or that LaMelo was missing his co-star player partner on his team for 4 out of those 5 games. So then he was more involved in the offense than usual, and that's why he was performing even better. There's many different things that this does not tell you, but I can tell you a way to take all of this into consideration, including the last 5 game logs, last 10 game logs, and much more. And last thing, it gives you 0 context for his new matchup today against a whole different team. This might be a secret to some of you guys, but you know what takes everything into consideration when talking about these player props? The sportsbooks. The sportsbooks, when they're setting these lines and odds, take everything into consideration that you think you might know or that you can look up, like last 5, last 10 game logs, matchup for this current team, weather, injuries, etc. It's all baked into the sportsbooks odds. My main advice in this video is to trust the sportsbooks. I know that sounds crazy, me telling you to trust the sportsbooks when we're trying to be beating these sportsbooks. However, you can use them as data points and to your advantage when trying to beat a book like PrizePicks or Underdog or even better. On PrizePicks, you're always getting the same odds, right? Whether you take the over, the under, or you take both unders, you're still getting a 3x payout for a 2-man power. However, on the sportsbooks, we know that they adjust their odds based on many different things, right? They set an original line, and then based off of sharp money coming in or news that happens within these games or players, right, they will adjust the odds to either become more favored to happen or less likely to happen. And if you didn't know, you get these at -137 odds each for these player props in a 2-pick entry on PrizePicks. So no matter what the sportsbooks odds are doing via like FanDuel or DraftKings, if they have this at -160, you are getting this at -137 for each prop. So trust these sportsbooks. They have multi-million-dollar algorithms and models setting these lines and odds, and it's in their best interest to set them as accurately as possible if they want to make money off their customers. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say you are not smarter than the sportsbooks and all the data they have on these players. I use Daily Grand Fantasy to compare sportsbooks lines and odds back to PrizePicks and find where I can get the best possible value and then get them into my slips. Look at this very top one here. Brandon Clark under 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists on PrizePicks, listed at 15. But if you scan the entire sportsbook market, you can see that every single one of these has this one lower PRA when comparing to PrizePicks. So there's clear value on PrizePicks taking it under. And here's another example from the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer that doesn't have an actual discrepancy within the projection, but within the odds that you are getting this play at, right? So Luka Doncic over 3.5 3-pointers made. You can see that all of these different sportsbooks are heavily favoring the over of 3.5 3-pointers made with average odds of about -163. And kind of the same thing for Jaylen Brown here, over 5.5 rebounds. You can see average odds of -150 across these different sportsbooks. We, however, are getting these plays in a PrizePicks 5 or 6-man flex at -119 odds. So you're getting a play that is -163 and -150 via the sportsbooks. So those sportsbooks are telling you this has a very good chance to hit based on those heavily juiced odds at -119 in PrizePicks 5 and 6-man flexes. Absolutely insane. I want to show you the difference of getting a prop at -119 compared to -163 just by line shopping and getting it at the best possible odds that you can find scanning the market, right? Now, I know you can't play it as a straight bet on PrizePicks, but let's pretend for this example. A $100 wager at -119 odds would profit you $84. However, if we were to play this on the sportsbooks at -163 odds, a $100 wager would profit you $61. So a difference of over $20 just by line shopping and finding the best possible odds you can get this play at. Long term, getting a play that is heavily favored by the rest of the sports books at the best possible odds is how you're going to create profit. Now, this percentage right here is super important, and I want to explain why. This is what the sports books are giving this play to hit. So the true fair odds percentage, also known as odds percent to hit, the sports books are saying this should over the long term, right? 57.83% for Luka and 56.07% for Jaylen Brown. These are really, really good plays to get in 5 and 6 man flexes. And I keep saying 5 and 6 man flexes because based on the math behind these PrizePicks slip types, they are the easiest slip types to profit long term, right? You look at 2-man powers, 3x return, you're getting minus 136 odds on each individual leg, and you have to be right on your individual legs above 57.7% of the time in order to be profitable long-term playing 2-man powers. The 3-pick slip type is even worse. You have to be right almost 59% of the time on your individual legs to profit long-term playing that slip type. We'll skip 4-mans, but 5 and 6-man flexes where you're getting each individual prop at minus 119 odds, you only need to be right 54.2+% of the time in order to be profitable long-term playing those slip types. Almost a 4% difference when comparing to these two slip types in hit rate needed, right? It's a lot harder to be right 58% of the time on your individual legs than it is 54.2+% of the time. So why make it harder on yourself playing these slip types when you could be playing 5 and 6-man flexes? Hit less often on your individual legs, but profit more long term. It's really that simple. Use Daily Grind Fantasy to compare sportsbooks lines and odds back to PrizePicks and find 5 or 6 plays that have above a 54.2% chance to hit and get them in 5 and 6-man flexes. And if you do want to check out Daily Grind Fantasy, I will leave a link down in the description below. And if you use code DustinDGF5, you will get 25% off your very first month. They even send you email notifications when fire props hit the board. You can see Andrew Nemhard popped up with a 54.3% chance to hit under 12 points, heavily juiced via the sports books, so you were able to hit this prop before the bumps thanks to those notifications. And if using an odd screen like I just showed you to scan the market is too much for you, then let AI do it. Daily Grind Fantasy has an AI slip generator that will literally scan the market using AI line comparing technology to find the best value and then just simply build out full slips for you to tail. And it's up over 2,000 units since it launched on 8/18 of 2023. You can see it has multiple different DFS apps available on the tool that will spit out slips for. And if we scroll down here, we have a PrizePicks slip. And for PrizePicks, you can click this bet on PrizePicks, and in one click of a button, it's going to load up the slip. And all you simply do is put in your entry fee and hit submit lineup. And it's that easy to secure value because the AI slip generator is so fast at line comparing and just telling you what to play. You barely hit any bumps and you're able to get this value in before it moves. This is literally the easiest and most profitable tool in the game. You can spend like 5 or 10 minutes max a day sports betting and know that you are securing the best possible value when comparing back to the books because AI is doing it for you. And all you simply do is take those 5 to 10 minutes a day, come to the tool, enter in the slips that are here or throughout the day as you have time, and just enter in the slips and you know you're securing the best value. So main takeaways of this video: stop doing what you were doing before, trust the sports books, and start doing what I just taught you guys. I know they're 5 and 6 leg parlays. You're not going to hit every single one of them, but if you stick to it and consistently get in this good value in these slip types, I promise you are going to become a profitable sports bettor on PrizePicks. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop a like on the way out and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We post sports betting content like this every single week.